Tasting like a boss, narcoleptic Chihuahua Productions. That'll do it.
Tasting like a boss. I've got Kylo the Knights of Ren here. Your sweetness. Oh, look at that face. Oh my gosh. I love you, buddy. You smell just a little bit like Fritos still. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeek. All right, anyway, guys, the coffee review we're doing today is either Blueberry Cake Blast or Blueberry Blast Cake. Let's go with Blueberry Cake Blast. I think that's probably the way to say it. And it is a blueberry pancake flavor from Bones. Now, I don't know why I haven't tried this one before, and I'm fairly certain this is the flavor that replaced their Blues Brothers flavor, which was like a blueberry coffee. But I don't know, because I never tried it, which blows my mind because the image on that was so neat. Because I think it was wasn't it Elwood who was on the front? I think that's which one it was. Anyway, but it was really kind of neat. So blueberry pancake coffee. All right, got the little Archer here using the, I guess, pancakes as the targets. Nice on the back. Wake up ready to hit your morning mark with Blueberry Blast Cake. Okay, well, there you go. Maybe, read the back. See, I thought maybe it was Blueberry Cake Blast because, sometimes even though it's not in the right order, that's the way you read it. But, here, Blueberry Blast Cake. Read things. That's my new thing, dude. I need to read. Every sumptuous sip lands an arrow straight to the taste bud bullseye with notes of butter-kissed blueberry pancakes and a hint of syrupy sweetness. So it talks about the bullseye and everything else. I don't know why archery became like their thing for this particular one, but okay, cool bag. I like the little graphic of the blast. All right, we're gonna be doing it in a 4-way review. That means we're gonna be doing it in cold brew that's been brewing for over 24 hours. Yeah, I got it in the Bones cup. Look at that. Oh, you want to jump down? Okay. We're going to be doing it in drip. Now, this is my wife's cup. Bookmarks are for quitters. I wish I had that same position, but I start reading, I get about 5-10 pages and I fall asleep, whereas she ingests books within like 2 days. So this is for her. Love you, hon. And we are going to be doing it in espresso. Funny thing about my espresso maker, it tanked, so I had to get a new one. And my grinder died 2 days later. So this is all done with a brand new grinder. I decided to upgrade my espresso utensils. I got the little needle aerator. I got the tamper. I have high hopes. And of course, for the 4th version, we're going to be doing it in the NITROPRESS, which is nothing more than the cold brew put into a NITROPRESS machine. This is by the company NITROPRESS. And nitrogen has been infused. No cream, no sugar, nothing like that. All these are black. No cream, no sugar. All right, let's get down to the smelling first. It really hits you with blueberry scent. Very sweet smelling. Hoping that means there's a lot of flavor on it. That's great. Like that a lot. That actually could be a candle. That could be a candle. Nice. All right, let's move to the tasting. Got it in the cold brew. Here. Actually has a little bit of a scent here too. Tasting like a boss. That's really, oh my gosh. That's like really good. Like I always get scared when it comes to fruit flavored coffees from Bones. Because either sometimes let's put this, sometimes they don't have enough flavor. Sometimes the flavor is off. I'm about to say something. Okay, well, until early this morning, this is a big announcement. Until early this morning, my favorite fruit flavored coffee by Bones was Peaches and Stream. I still love it. Peaches and Stream is now my second favorite. This is my first favorite. This is really so much better than I thought it was going to be. That flavor it's really good. I mean, it doesn't necessarily taste like a tea. Peaches and Stream is more like a tea. Here I'm getting more coffee notes than I did in Peaches and Stream, but it's still very fruit forward and light and bright, but in a good way. That's really, I mean, all right, well, there you go. That's an A++. So it's already worth the purchase. If you haven't tried it, it's worth the purchase. And I wonder, for those people who have been fans of Bones even longer than I have, if you ever had the Blues Brothers coffee, tell me, was it any good? And if you've had both, tell me, is this essentially just a repackaging of that same flavor? If so, it makes sense. And now I'm really upset at myself that I've waited years to have it. All right, let's move over to the drip. Have it here. You can smell the blueberry scent here too, but much more the coffee scent than in the cold brew, obviously. Tasting like a boss. It works here too. Now, I will tell you, because it's an ongoing theme with me, the cold brew version is better for me. I taste the flavors more, the blueberry flavor more in the cold brew. Now here, what I will say about it is that it's a completely different coffee when you do it in drip than cold brew. Like, it's not just like a smokier flavor or more coffee-based flavor. The flavor completely changes in how it hits your tongue. Whereas the cold brew, you get that refreshing sweetness and you have that nice blueberry taste at the end. Here, with it, the coffee flavor comes at you a little bit later than you would think for a drip coffee. So you almost get like that your first like half second of like very little taste. Then you're hit with the coffee and the blueberry both together. Becomes more earthy towards the end. And the earthiness aspect of the flavor of blueberry is sort of like what you're left with. Not as much the sweet, but still quite good. This is a bag that I'm gonna have to keep because I'm gonna have to keep it for middle daughter of boss, who we call Blueberry Muffin. So we're gonna have to try that. So shout out to middle daughter of boss there. All right, let's move to the espresso. Really interesting sweet scent coming off that. All right, tasting like a boss. Yeah, I mean, listen, am I gonna be doing it in the espresso a lot? Probably not, but I could see myself making a little glass of this. I would want to serve it even hotter than it is. It took a couple minutes to get out here. I'd rather have it a little more piping hot. I would like to have this with actual pancakes. I think, whether they're blueberry pancakes or not, I think that would be a really nice flavor to have. But what I'm impressed about is oftentimes with the fruit flavored coffees, when you get to espresso, it makes it much more sour, sometimes to the point of being rancid. Here, you're not getting that. Now, are you getting the full flavor of blueberry? Yes, in a different way than even the other two elements, meaning different than the cold brew, different than the drip. At first, I thought, in comparison to the drip, that it felt more like you're getting the impression of blueberry. And I kind of sensed that as well. But now that I've had a few sips of it, there's something there. And it's actually worth trying. So as opposed to, hey, if you want to do it, do it. What I would suggest you do with this bag, if you get it, and if you're one who likes to dabble in the different formats, I think it's really worth it to you to try it in each of the 3 formats so you can experience it. And then pick the one you want and stick with it. Like for me, it's gonna be cold brew all the way. No doubt, it's gonna be cold brew all the way. And I'll probably be getting another bag of this because I know I'm gonna go through this one pretty quick come the holidays. Now, let me move over to the NITROPRESS, okay? So, we're gonna be dispensing the NITROPRESS and we have to wait to drink it, obviously. So last time we decided, during the dispensing time, or the separation time, we would talk about something. We talked about Goonies, so let's talk about something else. Now, you hear blueberry, I think most people's minds jump immediately to Willy Wonka and Violet Beauregard, right? That's what I would do. I'm gonna say something very quick about that, and then we'll move on to something else. So, let's dispense like a boss. Look at that goodness. Oh my gosh, dispensing like a boss. Oh my God, lovely. All right. So let's just say this about Willy Wonka. I mean, what hasn't been said about Willy Wonka? But here's something I just wanted to bring up. Listen, I get Charlie's a good kid. Charlie's a good kid. He's the best of the kids. And I'm talking about the old Gene Wilder, okay? Willy Wonka. Charlie's a good kid, sweet kid. You've heard all the commentary about his uncle and all the kids. Here's one thing that's kind of stuck in my mind. Charlie clearly deserved to win because he wasn't going to steal, right? But is that the only metric? Meaning, was Augustus going to steal? I don't remember. If he was just an overeater who touched chocolate and fell in and got sucked into a tube, right? I guess all of them might have had the propensity to steal, possibly. Some of them more extreme and more, in your face. But the thing is, Charlie did the same thing all the other kids did too, meaning he violated the rules. In fact, his violation was even worse because he did it with his caretaker. Like the other caretakers, the kid just did it and they're like, oh, don't do that, right? Uncle Joe was like, so maybe that's why he's saved, is really it's Uncle Joe's fault? Because Uncle Joe's like, hey, let's drink this stuff, Charlie. What? Joe sucks. Joe sucks. Besides the whole I can walk now because suddenly there's an opportunity to get chocolate, it bothers me that he was actively involved in it as opposed to the other caretakers who tried to stop, hey, don't eat that, Violet. Veruca, get down, stop, I'll buy something from you. Augustus, stop drinking the chocolate. Uncle Joe's like, let's steal this. Let's steal it. So yeah, that's kind of weird. But here's the other part that I wanted to share. It has nothing to do with Willy Wonka. And that is my history with blueberries. Look at that. Around 1985, microwaves, I don't know if that's when they came out, but that's around the time my family got it. And we had microwave pancakes. And for the first time ever, they had these microwave blueberry pancakes in these little packs. And I used to get them, and I was like, oh my God, this is like my favorite thing. These pancakes are amazing. I was a kid. Flash forward, we go on a vacation during the summer, go to this amazing historical inn, bed and breakfast kind of thing, huge fireplace, and like all the food you want. And I had seen on the menu the night before blueberry pancakes, and I was like, I'm so ready. So I'm thinking about it all night. So order the blueberry pancakes. So I'm like 9, 10. My family's like, don't do it. It's not what you think. And I'm like, you don't understand. Blueberry pancakes are my jam. Well, they bring me the blueberry pancakes. And the pancakes are like this big around, but blueberries are like this big around, all around. And I'm like, oh. And it was disgusting. Because see, the thing is, I had remembered or come to realize that blueberry pancakes were just these little tiny pancakes from a microwave. They had these little dots of purple. And in my mind, those were blueberry pancakes. So I guess what I'm saying is, as a child, I really sucked. Okay, so anyway, we've got the NITROPRESS that has now divided. Look at that beautiful head on that. Number 42, love it. This is from Fort Ticonderoga. You get a nice bright blueberry scent off the foam. Tasting like a boss. It's really nice. Very pleasant, very even. Adds a creaminess to it. However, I didn't do the side by side. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I was so focused on two stories occupying my brain at the same time. Willy Wonka and real pancakes. Okay. Here are my thoughts. All four formats are great. All four are great. If I'm gonna pick the flavor or the version that works best for me, it's not gonna be the espresso and it's not gonna be the drip. So it's going to come down, as it often does, between the cold brew and the NITROPRESS, okay? So, it's all about what you find to be more important. Interestingly enough, the NITROPRESS and the cold brew flavors are not massively different. Typically, there is a pushing down on the flavor aspect of the, not so much the coffee flavor, but the like the fruit flavor or artificial flavoring, whatever it is, in the NITROPRESS, because it's separated so much by the nitrogen. Here, the flavors are very similar to one another, but the creaminess aspect isn't as high as one would think. So what I'm saying is, in this particular flavor, I think for me, I might just go with the cold brew because the benefits on the NITROPRESS are not high enough necessarily. I think I'll do it just to be special. But if I'm honest with myself on this particular one, I don't think that the flavor change or experience change is significant enough to justify the additional time, not that it takes that long, but actually just the act of having to clean the container out of going for this. Yeah, the creaminess, for whatever reason, it doesn't cause that much of a difference between the two. So cold brew is gonna be my way to go, but at the same time, I think all four formats work. This flavor is really good. So blueberry pancake or blueberry blast cake, Bones Coffee Company, it gets an A++. It's one of the premium flavors, especially when it comes to fruit flavors. Now my favorite fruit flavored coffee by Bones. Well done. Just ordered some new stuff from Bones that just came out. Should be getting it very soon. Maybe, we might be able to review them this weekend, if not early next week. And you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be Fallout, okay? So I'm gonna do the new Fallout flavors, and then I'm gonna take the old Fallout flavors. We're gonna do a nice big Fallout episode. It's gonna be awesome, all right? So hit like, subscribe, share, hit alerts. Please put your comments down below. Have a great weekend ahead. And if I can do some more reviews today, I definitely will. So from myself and the Chihuahuas, and the daughters and Boss of Boss, until next time, people, thanks for the support and keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.